Welcome back. Vicky Taylor and Donna Air from Biker Grove are about to try their luck on King of the Fighters 95 on the Neo Geo. We spoke to them before the break and I can say they're both fantastic ladies. Fantastic bloke action going on still on Virtua Cop. Martin Mathers working his way through it. You all right there, Martin? Fine. Rick Henderson for PC Review is eagerly watching this scrap with me. Rick, tell us some of the strengths and weaknesses of both characters then.
Well, my Shinui, which is the character that Donna's playing, has got immense popularity and is extraordinarily quick. It's best to get in there quickly. And King, the one dressed in a suit, which Vicky is playing, is actually very, very slow, but is very good at power plays. They've both got a couple of good special moves. Mai has got the flying squirrel dance. Oh, that sounds very good. And King's got the surprise rose.
And is it a surprise?
It's a bit of a surprise to me, but if they manage to actually pull it off, but there you go.
All right, thanks very much, Rick. So it's a best of three bout situation. Whoever wins two will emerge golden joysticks up. Best of luck, Donna. Best of luck, Vicky. Let's start the fight. Okay, so off we go. Donna's on the left-hand side. She's Mai in the little red bikini thing. And Vicky is King, the lady in the suit. You can see the energy bars at the top of the screen. Quite level at the moment, Rick.
Yeah, you can see she's just jumping over, using the height advantage in the air, because Mai's very good at jumping around.
Fantastic roll kick she managed to pull off there. Oh, some fantastic kicking action. She's got her legs round her neck there.
Yeah, very good splits there as well. But
that's one way of putting it. Oh, now something's flashing up the top there, Rick. What does that mean?
That means that King is actually very close to dying now. When it flashes red and yellow, that means
they're both flashing now, though. So Vicky managed to pull it one back very well. They're still very close to dying, though. Time is ticking out. Will they get a knockout before the time runs out?
We haven't actually seen any blocking, which is one thing. There's a lot of jumping around and hitting each other, but no blocking.
I have to interrupt you there, Rick. Mai has got one more hit, basically, and Mai will be out. The time is out, but King has slightly more energy left, so the first bout goes to Vicky. OK, off we go for round two then.
As you can see at the bottom, they've got POW bars. Every time they get hit, they get more and more angry and it can unleash far greater blows. OK, we saw another one of those fantastic split moves and King's energy is right down there just now. It's a fantastic comeback from Donna here, Rick. It looks like we're going to go into a third round, definitely. King only needs another couple of small hits here.
And she'll have popped it completely, and that's it. Final fantastic flying punch there. Donna pulls it level. So off we go for the third and final deciding bout. Remember, Donna is in the red and Vicky is in the, I would call that a sort of bottle green suit there. At the moment, not too much hits being planted upon each other. Rick, what would you like to see in this bout?
We haven't actually seen any of the special moves. I mean, Mai's also got deadly flying... What is it? Deadly flying bees. Ninja bees or something.
Well, that sounds very intriguing. We can see from the energy bars at the moment, it's Vicky who's in slightly more trouble. Although a nice bit of a double combo there. Oh, it's flashing now. Vicky is flashing.
Vicky is flashing. There's a sight you see every day. Donna's going in there with the fan. She can actually win this bout quite easily now. But no, Vicky's coming back.
It's a great rearguard action, though, from Vicky. Vicky's fighting back like there's no tomorrow.
It's very, very even now. They only need a couple of small punches in there or a quick kick.
The time's running out, though. They're both missing each other now.
And
that's it. That's a final hit.
Donna's got it.
Vicky bites the dust. Donna is the winner. OK, right. Vicky, you took the first bout, and then it all kind of started to go wrong. What happened?
What can I say? Donna's character's far too fast for my character. I mean, when my character does get the punch in, she is quite powerful, but it's just too quick. Yeah, it's the computer's fault anyway.
I can't blame. It's too late to blame the computer now.
I didn't play any computer games at all, but I'm a fanatic now. I love it. I need to.
Well, you were doing some fantastic moves there on Vicky.
Oh, yes.
What were they about?
She kind of moved towards her, grabbed her with her legs and flung her over. And all of that.
It was a visual treat for all of us concerned. Well, I have to say, actually, I didn't actually want you to come on the show. I didn't think we'd get on. I didn't think I'd like you.
Well, we've been thinking about it for about 4 months now, whether to come on. We were warned about the presenter.
That's Ant and Dec talking rubbish. Do you know what I mean? But I do have to say, having met you are much nicer than Ant and Dec, because I thought they smelled a little bit.
You're nicer than what they described you as well.
Oh,
they didn't really like using either.
They didn't describe me as being very nice.
You should have heard what they said about you.
You can't trust short Geordie blokes. That's in the Bible or something like that, somewhere. OK, well, listen, it's prize presentation time now, and after much sweating of limbs, the Gamesmaster Golden Joystick goes to Donna. So let's another round of applause for our two special guests, Vicky Taylor and Donna Air. Well, I'd love love to spend all day with these girls. They are fantastic, but I am a man. I have a job to do, and it's time now to check on Martin's progress on Virtua Cop. So, Dave, how's he getting on?
Well done. On level 1, Martin may have had it all his own way, but he's finding it a completely different kettle of fish on level 2, with the body count and hostages turned way up. He's managed to keep his cool and his multiplier on 9. So we're going to have a look at some particularly hot replays of our wannabe Bond in action. As you can see from this piece of action, it's complete mayhem out there. There are hostages running about everywhere. He's got to be very careful not to hit them or he's going to lose a life. He took that pylon out deliberately not to hit the man running across the screen. This is a particularly nice piece of action, a favourite of mine. You'll see all the bad guys are targeted. Now, they're easy to hit, but what Martin does, he spots the guy in the background. You'll see him to the left now, and he takes him out. He wasn't targeted, but he scores an extra life for that. Good shooting. Now, this is a particularly tricky situation, one that every cop dreads, even Virtua cops. There are hostages running everywhere, and Martin has to be careful not to hit them, but he avoids them all. They're running right through the baddies. He takes out all the baddies and leaves the good guys intact. Fantastic. And having gone through all that, the end-of-level boss was no trouble for him. His missiles didn't even hit Martin. He took him out in mid-flight, one in the chest. Goodbye, bad guy. Well, that takes Martin's score to 6,408,800. You don't need to be a mathematician to know that at 2/3 of the way through the game, that's not enough. We need some fancy shooting, Martin.
All right, mate, not much longer. OK, Martin is now going into the office there, just walked a guy up in the back, and there are lots of big blokes in black suits there. He's taking them all down with relative ease. Dave, it looks like he's going to do this.
Yeah, he's doing very, very well. He's got the machine gun at the moment as he comes around the corner, which is very useful. He's going to have to switch it to the automatic because you can't reload the machine gun. Right, he's on automatic now. This is a Mexican wave behind the desk.
Dealt with those, no problem at all. They've gone back the other way. They've come back for more.
It's a tricky moment now with a hostage because if he shoots the guy in the chest, he could take the hostage. That's it. He took his kneecaps out.
Fine shooting there. OK, so more people coming out using that corner to try and hide from Martin, but they cannot hide from the Matherster at all. Round the corner there.
He had a Magnum there he could have picked up. He chose to ignore that. And now
he doesn't need it, mayhem. He doesn't need the Magnum. He doesn't need anything. There is still a chance, though, Martin can come a couple. We're very near the end of the game. If you want to see if he can do it, then please stay here while we go to today's reviews. First up, Dave and Rick tried to look moody over the Saturn's Virtua Fighter remix. This means they got some hip DJ in to add a couple of drum beats and a chicka-chicka-huh noise. Or maybe not.
Well, Virtua Fighter really has been the Saturn's flagship game, and Virtua Fighter Remix bridges the gap between Virtua Fighter and Virtua Fighter 2. It's all the usual characters from the first game, but they've all been guru shaded like in the second game. And it's really quite good, although there aren't many differences in the playability.
I've never been a great Virtua Fighter fan. I've never liked the playability itself, and I certainly didn't like the graphics. So they have improved at least one of my quibbles. The only problem is, I still don't like the playability. It's still, to me, the slowest of the fighting games, 3D fighting games, I hasten to add, that are on the market.
KO. Next up, top arcade racing action ahoy on the PC with Screamer. And being a Virgin game, expect some crazy controversial ad campaign to follow.
Screamer finally brings console racing action to the home computer. Basically, this is Ridge Racer for the PC, combining glorious graphics and impressive speed. In fact, this is probably the best racing game I've seen on this format.
It is certainly the best arcade racing game on this format, but that's what's inherently wrong about driving games on the PC. The PC owner is a more discerning person. They need more. They can't have the absolute speed that a console version of the same type of game would have.
For me, this game had it all. It had arcade action, nice tracks, good rivals, 8-player playability, everything I wanted on a PC.
Finally, Destruction Derby on the PlayStation is a game that encourages you to smash into other cars, which isn't big or clever and can have your eye out if you're not careful.
It looks like Ridge Racer. It's got fantastic graphics, especially when your car gets battered around by the opposition. Certainly in Destruction Derby mode, where you're centred in the middle of an entire arena and cars just pummel you into the sides. The only problem is, It's got no playability.
Yeah, I think the problem with Destruction Derby is perhaps they've tried to make it a little bit too realistic. They've taken all the fun out of it. It is just like driving a real car. When you do damage, you see damage on the car, you see damage on the other cars. There's no guns in it, though. There's no fantasy. You want a bit of fantasy in your games playing. And most of all, they've tried to make it like rock and roll racing. They've got the commentary in there and everything, but there's none of the playability, none of the fun.
This week's demo for PC blokes and ladies is the allegedly simple but addictive puzzle game Zoop. Log on to the number on screen, or you can get it via our webpage. The address is at the bottom. With a 14.4 modem, it'll take about 15 minutes to download, but get permission from the sucker who pays the bill. Right, Martin Mathers is in the final stage of his Virtua Cop event challenge. We're just about to move on to a final boss type situation. There he is. He still hasn't taken a hit at all. You can see bottom right hand corner, 7 hearts. He's picked up a couple. No hits yet at all, Dave. Now, what's this boss going to do?
Well, this boss is going to turn into a robot, and here he is. And the thing to do is to take the missiles out on the top. That's just what Martin's doing. Take out the missile launchers to stop him from firing at you.
What do these missiles do? Do they home in on you or anything like that?
They'll home in on you, they'll come straight for you, and they'll take a life if they catch you. Although Martin's got 7, he doesn't want to lose one now, not at this stage, not when he's so close. OK,
we can see the boss's energy at the top of the screen. It's getting very, very low indeed. He's doing fantastic. Well, that's the boss done.
That's the end of the boss.
This must be near the end now, Dave, surely.
Well, it would be normally, but you've got the helicopter boss, because what Martin's done is he finished the game in the exact sequence from beginner, medium level to expert level, and that means he's got an extra boss to contend with. OK, well, that's great, but it's also a bit of a pity because we're actually getting very, very close to the end of the show. We've only got about a minute of airtime left. It would be a tragedy if Martin does manage to complete this with maximum score, but we've got to the adverts. Let's hope that doesn't happen. You can see the energy bar of the boss there, about 3/4 way through. Dave, what's he got to do with this guy? He's just got to keep taking these missiles out, and then when he's got a free moment, hit the helicopter and get that energy bar down.
He's gone off now. He's still on a runner. Oh, no, he's back.
He goes off to reload, gives you a breather, but Martin's very slow. He's off the line.
He's taken a hit, but fantastic. That's the only hit he's taken in the entire game. He doesn't have a lot of time left, though. Oh, no, we're going to run out of time. Come on, Martin!
Well, this trigger finger action has really tired Martin. You can see how slow he is now, whereas before he was piling bullets into the enemies. Now he's much, much slower.
OK, we can see the energy bar is at the bottom of the screen. That it's getting lower and lower. As far as Dave and I know, he has got the maximum points still so far. We won't know that until the end, though, completely. Come on, Martin, only a couple more clicks left. We're getting dangerously close to the end of transmission.
He won't have finished this challenge if he doesn't do it in time. That's it.
He's put up the boss. Let's see what the score is. Has he got the maximum? And the maximum score, yes, 9,999,999. Martin has done it, that's it, that's all we've got time for. No time for a formal presentation. So, oi, Martin, well done, mate. Thanks very much, bye-bye. Chicka chicka, huh.